Who's next? Oh, it's a softball. Oh!
Oh, God!
That might be your saving grace. Ah! Jeez. At that point, Joe's don't squirm. You're safe. Oopsie doopsie, doopsie doopsie doopsie. I hit Wosty. I hit the right side. It just was Wosty and not my mouse. No, it's filming nothing. Nothing, I said. You're all in here with me. Kill us all. Let's go. I did not. Why? Is that acid or is that alien mist chemical stuff? Oh. I've done something terrible. I was not anticipating it. How could I have anticipated it? I thought it fell with me. How would I? Hey, werewolf pens. Awesome. All right, well, let's move along. Let's move this along. Hey, we got money for the ferryman. Yay. Karen will get us out of this. Give us all a bunch of freebies. Oh, my life. Why? Oh, that's weird when it does light stuff like that. It's got to be an intentional design thing, too, where I've seen it in Quarry did it. I wouldn't say intentional. I just, if anything, it's probably they shouldn't do it. They should be aware. But at the same time, it's like, no, we want people to think that it's like, you know, they gotta go in that direction to pick something up, and they'll use it from a legitimate design perspective. Now, it could be because I have my graphics tweaked up like crazy. Oh, fuck no. Not this shit. Hold Q. I'm holding Q, everybody. Let's just be very clear about that. Oh, this could have been Mark. Might have just bit it right here. See, but see, I'm not with Hark. That was extremely smooth. It wasn't confusing. It felt, it was like it was doing exactly what it needed to do. Oh, this is bad. I like that's not the whole holding the breath thing isn't a thing. Because I did terrible at that. This makes it easier. But, what are we doing? I don't like that the camera's okay. I can't really see what's up here. But you left, yes. Will this thing just take me out of this hole whenever, or do I just gonna stay here forever? Wouldn't you have eyes in here? He'd know. What do I do? Like, I guess I just let go whenever I feel like it, and that maybe has something to do with the scene. Okay. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Wait a minute, I could have opened that door though. Wait, what? Did I accidentally save my ass there, maybe? Cowardice! Paint thinner. Just to repaint the models every time he has new... See, look at the head. Look at, like, just like all busted. The strangeness, man. Why? Why? Unless this is the way of the game telling you, like, what direction to go into. He went this way, though. Wait, what? Wait, I came from here. See what I mean? But he's looking. What are you looking at, Mark? What are you doing? Like, it's extremely disorienting, man. Wait, he went this way, though. That's a pink thinner. Right here. He went through here. Okay. Okay, well, we can't. Yeah, so if I open this door, bam. Right in our face, yes? I could have opened this door, though, everybody. That's messed up, man. I wonder. What are we saying? Oh, no. Oh, no. Like, where? Oh, God. That down arrow, it sucks with keyboard because you think you're supposed to hit the down arrow key. That might have been what was fucking things up. Oh no. There's something very real that happens with my body during those moments. There. Oh no. I'm sorry, Mark. It is. There's something that very real happens. My heart, my spine, my eyes don't focus right. I don't know what it is. I don't know why it happens. But I'm sorry, Mark. God damn it. This is gonna be a short Let's Play for everybody. It's true. It's true. I laugh because at this point I don't even know what to say. I don't. Hey, we have an extra character I get to play though. All right, Kate, it's you and me. Your life is in my hands. Your life is in my hands. So many checks though, you know. How many did I have to pass, man? I was doing good. I was doing good. The mirror. Dude, you... Well, I mean...
It's me. Get in here.
That's one thing. I wonder... Was hard controlling it? I don't even know. No, because I'm a Kate right now. That would have been cool if it was a player thing.
What the hell is
you know?
this?
The mirror was two-way. It's totally a little pervert freaker room. Demet is watching us and sneaking around between the walls.
Have you seen Mark?
Sorry.
No. I've seen Demet, though. He's creeping around.
So many opportunities to have gotten caught in that room. I wonder, man. I wonder. That would be a cool idea. If Mark would have grabbed one of those, like the saw. Nice. Nice going, Kate. Like, and then use it as a weapon and chopped off the motherfucker's legs. That would have been great.
Jesus. What is all of this?
He's
Imagine
got
this
video
goes to, like,
feeds,
mines and shit.
recording decks, a mixer big enough for countless mics.
He's watching everything.
It's more than that. He's got utilities running through here, hydraulics,
What the
electrics, everything. He can control the whole building from here.
How far down does it go?
This all connects.
To the alien realms.
This is how he's getting around the house.
Oh, well, we got light for a bit. So that's nice. That's nice.
Charlie would say this guy is a fractured psyche.
You think there's more people still in here, though? It's not just them. There might have to be, man. Oh, I
is
see. He
that?
does.
The guy we saw murdered.
Was it set up?
There was no groundskeeper.
Well, you saw a guy in a yellow jacket with her
It
stuff.
could be him.
I guess that was Mr. Demet.
That's it.
I
It's
think
all
a
it's all
mistake to say
deception,
he's
man.
just crazy.
Yeah.
He is in full control of what he's doing. He's just not wired like the rest of us.
That's not
wired.
crazy.
You know, like.
Crazy implies out of control.
Is
Look
it?
at this place. This is methodical. That's not crazy.
Methodical.
No.
What the
Look. See?
fuck?
He's watched our every move.
Well, he's wearing the mask as part of the performance.
Basement.
At best, maybe he's insecure about something
Jamie.
and it gives him confidence.
Insecure.
South corridor.
Like
Kate.
low self-esteem?
I can't. Come on.
Is he
North
uncomfortable
corridor,
at
south
parties?
corridor.
Did his
I know what
mommy
you
not
got.
hug him enough?
Mark. Basement.
Bad
these
parenting
are
can
done for.
definitely be a factor.
That's a cool.
But it could be a shitty dad just as much.
That's a
or
cool
an uncle.
little detail to
Any
add.
adult
That was
figure,
that was
really.
neat. Oh, let's give
He's
it
been
that. That was
tracking us
neat.
since we arrived. Mark was last seen in the basement.
Right. Like, I mean, even if they're all split up, you'd at
Did
least
you read any
know.
of our research?
Chicago police. and these two would know where to
I'm sure
maybe
he
go
fits
or
the
decide. I don't
profile.
know.
Bullied as a kid, unchecked anger. As an adult, he's either an extreme overachiever or a cipher. Nothing between.
What a cipher. Future vision. I mean,
He likes being in a position of power, especially over women.
Okay, cool, but why? Lots of people put up with that stuff and don't turn into killers.
Aside from the unhealthy obsession with H.H. Holmes, he's copying the MO. Clearly,
MO?
he identifies with Holmes somehow.
yes, it costs us fine. I mean,
Can we
anti-Batman
use this
shit.
gear to find a way out? Maybe we can open those shutters in the lobby.
Custom masks are very robust. They are often used in long-running theater productions. Can you let me know if this is successful and restrict? And then I see this is scrolling up, and then yes, that's fine. Money's fine. So inherited a fortune. Reverse Batman's and shit. It's gonna make a comment like he maybe does the test, like he rigs up to see how the devices will work. He has to kind of build it, construct it, and then he puts the people on them, and then you're screwed. So maybe we still see a scenario where like that ends up like Mark, and we end up stepping on a pressure plate, and then that scene plays out, but with Mark, something like that, or one of us. I could see something like that going down. Oh shit. Well, Mark's in the basement, right? That's what they said. But now, what's up top? Maybe Hark will go up. Hope they don't trigger anything. But I've got the flashlight pointing down. So I'm going to go down. I'm not feeling comfortable. Oh, I'd be on another layer of that room, the server room. That's fine. Just split up and recon. Nothing here. The dinner room, yeah. Can I... Some messy noise right there. Okay, Michelle initially appeared excited, becoming increasingly agitated, rarely alone, more difficult to separate her, wandered the hotel last night opportunity. Bathed away from family room, noticeably tired towards the end of the day, drinks socially, use this heavy sleeping pills, target her at the end of the day, give wine and sleeping pills with bathing, separate her. No.
Over here!
Look at
Guess
this.
we're not looking at the rest.
It's all his
We're not
little
looking
tricks
at
and
the
moving
rest of the
walls and
stuff.
crap.
Nothing in this shitbox is real. He controls everything from here. It's a murder factory.
You're right.
Murder factory. There it is.
We should use this against him.
Murder
All right.
hotel? Murder house? Murder
What's
house.
your plan?
Murder factory. The web. The web, the wires. Use this against him.
Okay,
Oh yeah.
look.
Fuck him up.
He's in here, right?
I mean, he'd know his way around.
We
but
get him to go down this hall, and we trap him between these two moving walls. There's no other
'Cause, like,
way out of there.
how would he
He's
get it?
stuck.
Okay.
Right?
But
Okay,
how do you
guinea
make
pig it?
sure he goes down that hall to begin with?
Shit.
One of us is going to have
To be bait.
No, no way. It's too risky, Jamie.
So is letting him run free. I'd say that's
I mean, you
more
don't even know how to
dangerous.
use this machine.
Come on.
There's no second chances here.
No. No.
My plan. I'll be the bait.
If you're sure, just
Duh, I hope Hark
It
is
looks like it's
controlling
going
her.
south.
I mean, well,
Get the hell out of
stress
here.
is going to be on
No,
both of
you're
us
here.
because someone's got to press the button, someone's got to be the bait. Right? So, I mean... Is that a
you could use that as a weapon if need
stabbing
be.
weapon? Stabby stabby?
I'm gonna hang on to it.
I just
I'm more
need...
likely to need it.
Because, you know, God, I'm so sorry, Art.
Okay. That's enough of a moment.
Well, I mean,
Let's do this.
Stick to the plan.
how long was I
Obviously.
super dark there for?
So how do we get out?
It's a horror game. It's fine.
Third floor must be a work in progress.
3, 4. Should I write something down? No, probably not. We'll be fine, right? We'll be fine. We're fine. You just gotta
Be
press the
ready.
button. Okay.
You're gonna have to time it right to trap him and not me.
Who's gonna have
Alright.
the button? I mean, honestly,
Here goes nothing.
either side can get compromised here, right? The tension will be on both sides. So please don't put me in Jamie. Damn it. Oh, Hark is Kate. Okay. Ooh. Oh, all right, let's go. Let's go. We can do this. Come on. Okay. Is there anything behind me first? Hey, always check behind you, man. I wonder if, like, so many coins, but, like, I still don't know what these are for. Like, I feel like we gotta be past the midway point at this point, or maybe we're just losing them super, like, faster than is comfortable. Losing our peeps. I mean, now I'm not sure about the whole Charlie thing, right? So I don't know. It could all be shenanigans. I mean, he was complicit, but possibly not. I don't know.
Head down the hall.
Like he
Keep to
set
the
this
right.
up because he knew that it could. Well, did he know though? He could have been swindled. He could have been tricked too. And maybe because it's all perspective, it's all unreliable narrator and storytelling, right? Like Aaron might have had a. We do this. 5-5. You know, I do forget the numbers. What I'm saying is, like, Aaron might have had the wrong information. She got information, but putting it together may not have been right. Wait. Why are we looking through this wall? Because if this is the room we're gonna close in, but then couldn't you just smash through this and still get through, man? I mean, I'm guessing that that's the room we gotta do the wall closure. I don't feel confident in this at all. I don't trust myself. I don't know how well. Have I been clear about that? Calm down. Focus. Focus. Hey, actually, you're using the light paint thinner. Using the light right. Wait. You did not just put. Can I crawl through here? That'd be dumb. I would not want to do that. But I mean. Wait. Why'd you put a room in here, but I can't do anything in this room? That tells me, like, when I leave this room, is there gonna be a problem? Are we gonna have a problem? I feel like we're gonna have a problem. What am I not seeing? What am I not seeing? Something I can take from here. I cannot. What? Everything's fine. Everything's fine. I inspected there. It's not there. What did I? Well, I was taking a left. Maybe there was a left over here to take. No, I don't think so. This was just a wall, man. Unless walls changed on us, right? No, but that's where Kate is right now. What? Oh no, I'm doing one of those things where I don't know. I didn't spot something that I needed to spot, or what? We're here, nothing on the ceiling. Nothing on the ceiling, nothing to the right. We go to the end, I can inspect this wall. I don't feel like I could do anything there. Also, wait a minute. Oh, that's a moving wall. Can I do anything with the... Because that's a thingamajig right there. Hydraulics. Can I do something with this? No. It just kind of spazzes out. Very weird control there, too. No. It has to be this... This room. So it's something with... I mean, this stands out right here, this thing. There's no light shining, right? Did I not see something when I was beside this thing? Oh, right here. No. Looks like there's something turned on below this thing, right? But I can't move the blanket out of the way. Looks like there's like a light behind this thing. Can I walk behind this thing? Nope. How about this thing? There you go. Don't be scared. No, I'm scared. Just prepare for it. Just prepare for it. Oh man, I think you're gonna be in a
More
compromise.
rooms being built.
I mean, just more shenanigan rooms being built. More money. Berryman. I'm not entirely sure. Value of this because the game hasn't really told us. Maybe it's not like redo tokens, like on. Oh, it's just a light being goofy. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe on replay and then you have a chance to redo actions. That would be a cool implementation. The more you play the game, the more coins you collect. The more coins you collect, the more retries you get. That would be cool. Ah! Oh. Wish us luck, folks. Here goes. Motherfucker. I will fucking just demolish you with the screwdriver. It would have been in this room. Why, though? Oh, you have to taunt him. Oh. Now he's gonna be behind that damn thing? I bet you he knows. Oh!
Hey, Shay.
Okay, hold on. Yes?
So, I'm sorry. Like, I'm not sure if something's supposed to be happening on my end, but Kate is just frozen in front of the monitor, and I'm
No.
not able to do anything. So I don't
You're
know.
kidding.
Yeah.
Because part of me was like, I hope Park's not just stuck there, because I'm sort of in a scenario here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe that's what it is. Maybe I'm just like I just have to wait longer.
Or if like maybe one of the other characters was available that they weren't killed, you'd have control over one while I was in this scene. But that's just weird that a player would be stuck.
And if you're in a scene, then that's fine.
I mean, I'm in I mean, I'm getting to where we need the person to get to, but it wasn't a straight line, is what I would say.
Okay, that's fine. Then I'm just gonna sit here because
I'm gonna say maybe another 2 minutes. I think I'm right
another
at that.
2 minutes.
But
Okay.
I think there's like a situation that I'm trying to avoid before I hit to the spot where we need to get.
Yeah, that's fine.
I feel sorry that you're in that position, though, predicament.
No. It's just the best way I can describe it. It's almost like Kate's stuck in a T-pose, but she's not actually in a T-pose, if that makes sense.
Yes,
and
she just legitimately looks like a frozen glitch.
And I was just afraid. Am I supposed to be doing something on my end?
You're waiting to press the button.
Or did it bug out? And I'm like
God.
screwing over Shay
I
now.
see.
Like I don't know. So if stuff is happening on your end,
so strange.
Yeah,
it doesn't even tell you something in the top corner saying waiting for Shay or something.
No, it's not. I'm getting no feedback. It's just literally Kate.
I was gonna like, wow.
People, yeah, like for people who are watching on Shay's End, you can kind of see like my frustration because I'm like, am I supposed to be pushing a button? Am I supposed to be? Because she's just frozen. She's just standing there, all not quite in a T pose. For like the last, it lasted for like the last minute or 2 minutes maybe, and I'm like, I'm worried. So
if it's only for the last minute or two, I might know why that triggered at this point. But like, so you were able to still do things for the last 10 minutes? Like,
I was
around and...
all I was doing because I didn't have a choice. I'm looking at the camera. This isn't gonna spoil anything. I'm looking at the cameras and I'm watching you walk around. I'm watching you walk around. So I've been watching you wander.
Okay.
But then I think you know that something triggered another scene.
I just saw the dude around the wall of a room that I just walked into.
Okay.
Instead of going down the hall. I don't
Okay,
know why
that's
I went to
fine.
the room, but I'm in the room now to see if I can
Okay.
bait him. Because I was like, do I have to
Then
bait him? Because we got to get him into that area, right? So,
yeah, yeah. Okay, so I'm
oh
just
my
gonna
god.
wait and just
Okay.
see what happens, and
Okay.
then if
Gulp.
it's a bug, then I guess
We'll
sorry, Jamie.
cross.
Sorry,
Oh
Jamie.
god.
I guess you're.
What- I mean, what else could go wrong?
What else can go wrong? Sorry, Jamie.
Oh my gosh.
So
Okay.
we'll see
Whew.
what happens. All right.
All right. At least
This
you were
might
at
be
least looking at monitors and seeing things happen. You were just
yeah.
weren't just frozen for
But
minutes.
but I'm telling you, currently,
Mhm.
unless I gain control again, currently it's not my fault. It's
Okay.
really not my
Okay.
fault.
Okay. Well, let's
All
cross
right.
fingers that you'll get
And
control back in 2 minutes.
yeah. All right. I'll mute
Okay. Catch
myself
you the
again
game.
and just
Yeah.
wait. All
Bye
right.
bye. Well, that was awkward. That was awkward, and that makes me even more nervous. I mean, at least tell. I mean, it's great. So from Hark's perspective, like he would know that how close this dude is to me. But I mean, I have to bait him, right? Like that feels like the only. Why? I knew he was in here though. I just hate those sounds. I hate them so much. I hate them so much. My whole body shivers, man. Okay, now we gotta bait him. So we just have to trigger the scene. And it's just gonna do everything. Oh no, I hit the wrong button. I'm gonna stop talking, I need to focus. Yes? Maybe if I fail twice there, I'd be... No, I gotta run, right? I gotta run. What do you mean bluff? What do you mean bluff? This is up to Hark now. Bam. Oh. Is that because I tripped?
Kate, hang on, please.
Ah! Yeah! Go! Yeah! Oh, my hands are so sweaty. Help! See, she is wearing that necklace, so she had two of them. Or the guy, oh, he's an artiste, so maybe he faked it. What do you mean? Oh, Hark is probably having to, like, decide other opportunities. Oh, that's bad.
Jamie, fucking run!
Oh, that plan did not go. I mean, what choice do we have? Do you know what I mean? just literally just going exactly where he wants you to go. Awesome. No. He's gonna get us with our dirty trick. Oh my god, my hands are so sweaty. Oh jeez. No way, no. Goodbye. Goodbye, crew world. My heart can't handle this shit.
Shit!
Oh, the button's on my side. I saw a button on my side.
What is it?
A button.
No.
There's a reverse symbol on it.
Oh.
What does it?
Oh, Looney Tune shit. I think I'm gonna have a heart attack.
Move! Move!
Well,
Jamie!
I'm sorry.
Kate,
If this
I
is
think-
me or
I
you,
think when we hit this thing, the wall will go
I'm
either
the one
way.
with the choice, and I feel guilty.
Towards
so.
me, you mean? Yeah. This thing will kill
No,
me if I
there's-
don't press it.
no.
Wait! I know! If I do press it, then you're the one that dies.
Goddamn Dumet! This is exactly what he wants. He's making you choose which one of us dies.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Fuck this guy.
Fuck this. I'm not playing this game. I can't do this. I won't kill you.
Maybe that's a trick. Nope, that wall is still moving. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I refuse to play your stinking game. Is the wall still moving? Is that the trick? What happened? No, it's still moving.
Jamie.
Goodbye, Crew World. I'm sorry.
I'm not doing it. I'm not playing this game. Tell everyone I chose this, Kate. And if you get the chance to fuck
Open the
Demet
door!
up, do it. Promise me.
Open the door!
I promise.
Don't watch this. Turn around.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Jamie! Oh, thank you. Thank you. Survive, Kate.
They show just enough to make it
way to
nasty.
go. Jamie wouldn't press the button. She chose to spare Kate at the cost of her own life. Admirable. People can surprise you sometimes. Jamie chose not to
This is not the
save
time.
Erin when she could, leaving her to die, deprived of oxygen,
Oh, Jamie.
suffocating to death.
See, it was guilt. It was guilt.
Did the hint I gave you earlier help?
Yeah, and it fucked us.
Perhaps you'd like another.
Why? So we can fuck us again? The whole point of that hint was for us to take control. We took control.
Let's see if Sir Arthur
God
can
damn it.
help us. This is from The Man with the Twisted Lip. Have you read it? You should.
Son of a bitch.
A trusty comrade
I
is
thought that would
always
turn
of
around like
use,
the door or something,
and
you
a
know.
chronicler still more so. I think that last bit might refer to me. You should get back. I hope these chats are helpful. I certainly
really.
wouldn't want them to be intimidating.
Nah, just
I'll be
kind of
watching your progress,
seemingly useless.
as always. Watching
Thanks for nothing, curator.
very closely.
Thank you for nothing. Why though? Did you mean to pause?
I did, but did you see
Why-
the curator just now?
I did. And why am I seeing me getting squished? I thought the whole point.
I don't know. It seemed like I paused because it looked like it was the next scene after the curator, which I think this is, but I don't
I don't
know.
see. I don't see
I
Jamie
don't-
squished.
I don't yeah, I don't Okay. Well, anyway, we're talking now. So
Okay.
I don't even
This
understand
is
either.
ma-
This is weird. Okay, so first things
Oh, what a scene
first.
to pause on. Yeah.
I don't know how we're gonna edit this. I probably will still keep my conversation to you after I pause.
Yeah. That's fine.
In the suffocation room. You know what I'm talking about, the suffocation room. Just to explain to the audience further that I effed up. That was my bad. I think what happened was
Oh, no.
it's all about what happens when you're under stress. When you're like under stress and you're panicking, you're not thinking
No,
correctly.
I get you.
That's why I understand how even in like things that are not as dire, like in game shows
Yeah.
where
Yeah.
people are asked supposedly like easy questions on game
Yeah.
shows, or they give really dumb answers, or at
Yeah.
least what you can presume
Family
is dumb,
Feud and stuff,
like
yeah.
Family Feud. But you're like, you don't know what it's like if you're
Right.
under pressure and you're like there with the cameras, and you don't know what that's like, and that can definitely like mess with your IQ. I should say your IQ drops considerably if you're under pressure. And so I think what happened with me is that in my ears, I heard them say, whichever you choose will
Yeah.
kill them.
Yeah.
But I think in my mind, when I was processing it, and in my hands, when they were processing it, they were thinking, whoever, I'm picking the person I want to live. Like, I'm
Yes.
picking the person I want to save. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So it was just a weird, you know, you you have to turn the lever to the person you're trying to kill. Like, that's just a yeah, so that threw me off, and I only realized it at the last split second. At the last split second, I realized I was not choosing the person that I was intending on choosing, because I don't want any of them to die, obviously.
Yeah.
But if push came to shove, I'm more protective of Aaron.
Yeah.
And uh, and so I was trying to save Aaron. Clearly, that's not how it went, and I'm just so embarrassed and so frustrated at myself because I have no one else to blame but myself. So I apologize to you and to everybody's watching, because I know a lot of you were probably screaming at the screen. You're loud. What are you doing, you stupid F, Hark?
No.
You idiot, Hark. What are you doing?
No.
And I'm like, look, when you're in a pressure
You're
like
not here.
that,
No, I get it.
sometimes, yeah, like I said, your IQ just drops, and I'm sorry. Like, that's not a excuse; it's an explanation. It's not an excuse; it's an explanation. So let me get that out of the way.
So can I give you some stranger context around all of that?
Sure. Yeah.
When we rolled back into it, and I still saw you push to the right, I was like, "Did you just screw up twice?" So
No, I didn't.
So here's the strange part: is like I wanted you to. I prefer to sacrifice Aaron. So
you did?
You ended up doing what
Oh.
I wanted to do, but strangely enough, I heard what you heard, which was both the wrong thing to hear. Right? Because because then I thought that, because I wanted you to push it to the left because I wanted to save Kate. And I saw you pushing it to the right again. I was like, sorry, I want you to push it to the left, right? You push it to the right again. I was like, wait. I thought the whole point was to not take out. So to be honest, I think, I mean, if there was another alternative scenario to that could have gone in the favor of both of them, if it was me making that decision, I probably would have made the wrong decision. It would have been for you, like the right one and what you wanted. You know what I mean? Like I think we still would have done something that the other side would have expected to have gone differently. But the strange point is that we both heard the wrong thing, or we both assumed the wrong thing, that we were choosing the direction that we wanted to save, not the direction we wanted to kill. That feels like a user experience problem.
Interesting.
Yeah. Anyways, so that's that. In case you want to piggyback on that to get to our next part, any next conversation.
Yeah. Well, I guess the next obvious thing is I'm curious how you came what's happening now, I guess.
Man.
Like, not to push the button. I'm curious.
Yeah. Well,
like,
because Aaron died. So I was like, part of me is like, I don't know. I like
poetic.
It's
They'll
like
join.
it's the guilt of it possibly, and it's like it's trade for trade.
Yeah.
And at least Kate gets an option, gets an opportunity
Right.
to do because and here's what I wish they would have done in that scene, the way they would have cut it. I shouldn't have seen that there was no button on your side. But see, I saw that there was no button on your side, and I'm like, well, if I reverse this crap,
she's not going to be able to do anything.
Kate can't do anything about it. Like, what is the option for Hark, right? And so at least I had a button, and then I was like, I don't know, maybe a second option appears, and I'd be able to take it.
Gotcha.
Whereas, so I kind of, and then at the end of the day, I was like, it's just Aaron. She made the decision for Aaron. I just felt like narratively, she's just going to make the call, right? She's not going to be selfish at this moment.
Yeah, no, I thought it was very. Yes, I do. I think it's very admirable and definitely makes me respect, Jamie as a character. Obviously, that she wasn't just gonna murder Kate, in a very impossible decision, just like before.
Yeah.
And so I do think it's poetic to think that she's with Aaron now. Aaron's gone, and now Jamie can join her. I mean, there's something poetic to that. So, and Kate and Mark now have a chance, I guess.
Sure they do, Hark. Sure they do.
Sure they do, Hark. Sure. No, I do believe this is probably going to be the one where everybody dies at our rate.
If you don't already know something, but I mean, yeah.
From a narrative standpoint, I thought going back to the suffocation area,
Yeah.
from a narrative standpoint, the thing that Aaron writes in blood, I thought was a really cool story beat. Like it was obviously tragic what happens to
Oof.
her,
Yeah.
but when she wrote down like Charlie what it did it,
Yeah, it's Charlie. Yeah.
it's Charlie or whatever it is, Charlie. I I thought that was actually pretty neat how that played out. So
Mm-hmm.
if I was watching it as a movie,
Mm-hmm.
that would have probably been the more shocking like
Yeah.
way that could have played out. And
Yeah.
so if you remember, again, I'm not going to give any details, but if you remember earlier, I said
Yeah.
that with
Yeah.
Aaron, I found something really
Mm-hmm.
twisty
Mm-hmm.
and really shocking and unexpected that I didn't see coming, and
Mm-hmm.
it's related to what she wrote in blood.
Oh
It's related to
man.
that.
Yeah, and
I've
so I will piggyback on that and say that when I took control of Aaron in that scene, I was actually
mm,
getting a bit frustrated for the reasons we talked about earlier. Because I
mm,
was like, because now I knew that you knew something I didn't know. And now
mm,
I was playing a character that needed to potentially make a decision
mm,
related to something she should know, right?
mm.
So I that part definitely I was like I was on board with the disruption stuff as long as they didn't put Aaron in my hands, you know. And as soon
Yeah,
as they did, I was like, "Oh no, you can't do that. You can't have different players have different context from the
yeah,
character's perspective, because now
right,
your
yeah,
continuity is like the unreliable narrators. Like there's
exactly.
so many different layers that
Yeah,
aren't even
true,
attached to the character themselves. You know,
true.
it's yeah. So yeah, that there was another thing I want to say about that moment with why I wanted. So it's strange. I wanted, as I said it out loud, because like I wanted. Then I make a comment about like, but she has asthma. Because in my head I was like,
Yeah, she
if
has the
you give her
right,
the air, in my
right.
head I was like they could both die, but maybe it gives them both a better chance to survive is where I was going. So maybe if you put it to
I,
Kate, I was like it gives her a chance to at least catch her breath, or I don't know. I don't know.
yeah, because after I realized that I couldn't,
Reverse it.
renege on my mistake, I couldn't
Yeah.
reverse my mistake. Part of me was like, well, she still has her inhaler, but I know it doesn't work
That's
that way because an inhaler just clears.
calms you down. Yeah.
It allows you to breathe oxygen. It doesn't just magically give you oxygen.
Create
Like so
oxygen.
that's it
Yeah.
doesn't just create oxygen from nowhere. So,
Hmm.
I knew that was a crazy stretch that is not how science works, but but that part of me was like maybe that's how you because
Oh
I
no.
know there is a way. There is a way to save all five of these characters somehow. We
All these
have
games will have a way. Yeah.
we have yet to discover it.
Not this run.
Not this
Hell
run.
no.
We're not getting it this time.
And part of me is like, I honestly don't even see like how many replays is this game going to take, because I can't see like right now I can't see the meta of even that breathing room. Like I just don't even see like how
Yeah.
could that have gone where you save both, right? Unless it's that
Yeah.
scene prior where I told you to hide in the cupboard, and then if you would have run, could you not have ended up in that sealed room?
Yeah. I
Right?
don't know.
So there's so many chain reaction things, right? That
Yeah.
you just can't know, man.
And I and they made it pretty clear that if you chose neither one, they would both die. Allegedly, that's
It
what they
seemed
said.
that
It
way,
seemed
right?
like you had to make a
Yeah,
decision.
yeah.
So there didn't seem like there was a third option. So
Oh man, but that message about
anyway,
Charlie it made me start to speculate on some crazy possibilities about the burning room, because we didn't see the body. So there's the rule in cinema, right? If you don't see the body, then the person's possibly not dead, right?
yeah, the
And I was
fire
like,
looked pretty darn real though.
it did.
It
And from
looked
your
pretty real.
perspective, you were controlling Charlie. So it's not
I
like Charlie,
was. Yeah.
left a mannequin behind to burn and then escaped or something like that, right? So
Yeah. So I don't
that's not going
know.
through my head though, because it's like if he's
I
behind this, why would he have been killed then, right? I don't have the full
I
context, so it doesn't. Yeah,
I have a theory, but I don't know if you want me to say it
I see.
because I'm sorry.
Yeah, I see. So based on what you learned that I didn't, right? That you have a. Yeah, you might as well say it. It's okay. At this point,
I
I'm gonna
I
assume Charlie's dead.
so I have a feeling that Charlie actually did die, and
Okay.
the Charlie that we know is the Charlie that we know.
Okay. Okay.
But I'm
Uh,
wondering if Charlie has a twin
okay.
or a sibling
Hmm.
who, all I'm gonna say, sounds exactly like
Oh
him.
my gosh.
Sounds
What a mess.
exactly like him.
Uh huh.
That may be involved. So that's one theory I have.
So cool. Okay.
And the other
Sheesh.
theory I'll save because I'll save to myself right now because I think that's a little bit too spoilerish. But if you remind me, I can like tell you at the very end of this what my other theory was.
Okay.
Because I feel like by the end it'll confirm
Right.
or it'll confirm or not
Yeah.
my theory. So
Yeah. Gotcha. Oh boy. Okay. And in terms of Mark, I guess we're just going to say he's fine. Not.
I mean, there's
I
only
don't
two
know.
of us left. I
Did
mean,
you had access to cameras? Were you able to see anything along those lines that you could have that
with
could have
Mark, you
seen?
mean?
Yeah.
No, because
What's the context you have of Mark? He just fell through that trap. That's it.
yeah, I haven't.
Okay.
You and I have not seen Mark since.
No, I controlled
Yeah.
Mark. I controlled.
Oh, I then I
controlled
have no
Mark when he fell
idea.
through.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
There was one hilarious bug that
Uh-oh.
happened when Jamie was being chased by the Holmes guy.
Uh-huh.
Like before you came into the room where Kate was, there was this bug where Erin appeared right next to me.
Oh,
She was like
wow.
alive and well. She was just
Wow.
hanging out as if nothing happened, and it was just the most hilarious.
So
It totally,
jarring.
and it just totally took me out of the horror of the situation. Like it just, like the entire time I was like, I'm not afraid anymore because this is just too hilarious.
It's the Man of Medan mist. I'm telling you, there's
Right.
the mist, the misses in the mansion.
The mist. Oh yeah, the mist. I'm seeing things. It was
Seeing
all.
things.
I'm seeing.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Whew. Yeah. Man. It's like the one door that got open for us. Like that's the one we're gonna run through. Like as if I got like pissed at the curator because I'm like, dude, you told us to like use this like to our advantage. We're supposed to like be the spiders in the spider web, right? And here we are
Yeah.
trying to like get this guy stuck between walls, and all of that just goes completely
Did I-
lopsided. I was like, the whole plan went
I couldn't.
sideways.
Yeah, I couldn't tell. Was my timing off?
I don't
Because
think so. I even said like I gave it time because I was like, should I be giving it time? Should I be running?
Well,
I was like, and then she made the
because-
comment of like, Kate, not yet,
Well-
or just hold on or something. I forget. What she
well,
was.
I meant. So I was supposed to try to trap the guy between
Yeah.
the walls, right?
Yeah.
That was the plan.
Yeah.
And so I saw the prompts to push the button to trap him, and I was
saw him
trying.
trapped.
So you did see him trapped. Okay. So I did do it
Yeah.
right. Okay.
Yeah, as
So
far as I
guess-
could see, and then he was behind me, chasing me into
And
the
then
room.
Oh wait, so then he just escaped?
That's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm
I think
saying.
there's two people. I think there's two
Oh,
antagonists.
that would
Because
be messed up. But yeah,
I think that the reason why I say that is because based on like how the
that would
scenes
make that make sense.
played out, because I don't know how much of this is actually happening in unison. It feels like a lot of these things are happening in parallel. It's like there's
But-
no way this guy can be in
Just
two
one
places
person.
at once.
Yeah.
It's for it to be one person. There has to be like an accomplice or something. So
I
my
think-
guess is and this might actually support my theory. My guess is it's Holmes or Dumont or whatever his actual name is.
Mhm.
It's Holmes/Dumont and like Charlie's brother or the person who sounds like Charlie or whatever. Like that's my guess.
I think
is that
I
there's
think
two
I
people.
might be on board with the multiple people, and I'm saying it might not even just be two. I think there might be more. So there was
You
one
mean-
thing I picked up. Yeah, there was one thing I picked up that it just made sense now. Like as you were saying, there could be more.
Interesting.
There was one paper that said something about masks plural, and I was like, okay,
Masks
some-
plural.
right? Is
yes.
like why does he need multiple masks? But now it's like, okay, maybe that might be some, because they were costly, and there was the paper says something about like, is the fee all right or is the fee good, or and he just pay for it. So I was like, maybe there's like a financer, but
Yeah.
there's multiple people that play the role, you know. Oh man, that would scale this like out of control, because I mean, because I know Mark's situation would also kind of lean on the fact that this guy can't be everywhere at once, and I know Mark's
Yeah.
situation involves a dude, involves involves the guy, and
Yeah.
so we know Mark is in the basement because that was on the screen, so I can say that out loud, because he fell through that thingamajig, and that
Right.
thing dropped him off in the basement where there was some
Right.
stuff, and that went where it went. But how could the guy have been in the basement? with Mark.
Yeah.
If this might potentially be in parallel, and the guy is like a couple floors above, like yeah.
Yeah. It just seemed like whoever this person is able to physically be in one room and still somehow be able to control all the walls.
Right, and then
you
who's
know?
controlling the goddamn walls? If like you were literally
Right.
in the control room, so
Right.
uh,
Unless there's some like remote thing,
Yeah.
but I don't feel like there is. It feels like everything has to be controlled from that terminal, unless I'm
Yeah.
totally wrong. So
because how
I
can he
don't
be
know.
following us? But then we end up in those glass rooms, and then it turns on, and the walls start shifting. But like he was behind us, he closed the door.
yeah,
So like, how did he get to the control room to then hit the thing?
it just seems like yeah. And then meanwhile, he's like also keeping track of us on that whiteboard, like where we're at on that whiteboard. Like there has to be multiple people. Like it just feels really far-fetched for the game to just be like it's one person doing everything and they're
I keep calling him
updating-
anti-Batman. You know what I mean? Like it's this dude with a lot of
Yeah.
money, pays for everything, and millions of
yes.
dollars, and the guy keeps on disappearing and entering rooms like a
Right.
cloud of smoke. Like the guy feels like a phantasm. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
It's a little bit odd to me from a again like I know that's a horror trope thing to do, right? You turn around,
Yeah.
they're not there, but I was like, but I mean the room is small.
Right.
It's a small
I'm
room.
not-
Where did he go?
Yeah,
the doors are
I'm not-
closed. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not getting. At least I think the implication is I'm not getting a supernatural vibe in this story. That it
Yeah.
is. It's not like. It's not like in
Little
House
Hope?
of Ashes, or yeah, Little Hope
Little Hope
also
was
had
like psychologically,
Like- yeah.
yeah, but it was still
Little
in the
Hope was-
mind, but- yeah,
right. Little Hope wasn't supernatural. That was
Right.
psychological. This,
Right.
but House of Ashes, I think for the first time,
yeah.
was actually
They
supernatural.
committed, yeah,
Right, and in this one, I don't think it's meant to be that way. So,
yeah.
so yeah, I think it's more than one person. But
Yeah.
anyway,
Okay,
are you ready
well,
to jump back in?
I don't know why they'd bring us back to us seeing her go pancake here, but this is like it looks like
Yeah, I don't know why.
maybe we haven't. There's a swing around. There's a swing. There's maybe something. Maybe Mark shows up.
Maybe.
We'll see.
You do notice that the curator said Jamie chose to sacrifice herself or chose not
Yeah.
to kill Kate, but he didn't actually say that she died. I mean, for all we know, she's about to just get pancaked anyway. And the game is just trolling us.
Why would they
But
show us it too?
It would seem weird for her to be pancaked anyway and not have that be the ending scene
the ending
before
of the
seeing
scene,
the
just a
curator.
big red splatter on the wall just goes red. You know.
Right. Like, I don't know. That seems like an
I say
interesting
shenanigans. I'm calling it shenanigans.
I think maybe Jamie's not dead yet. Maybe.
Okay.
But that might be just wishful thinking. So we'll
well,
see.
that's all we got left because it might be 2 characters left in this round.
I think we'll be 2 characters left. And you know what? At this point, if we end up with nobody surviving, I'm just gonna own it. We're just gonna own that this is gonna be the one.
And,
for all I
just
know-
to be clear, when I say 2 characters, I mean Kate and Jamie.
Right. Oh, you mean Mark might be dead?
I just don't trust.
You think so?
The situation I left Mark in tells me.
Oh
that-
my gosh! Really?
Yes.
Oh.
No.
Oh
there
my
was
gosh.
there was a set of good scenarios that I pulled off, and then one not so good. And that one
Okay,
was just it
well-
was a scene ender, and I was like, okay, well, we'll see what happens. But I'm
Okay.
pretty sure he's out of
I'm
commission
curious.
for a long while. I would say.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
So good luck. It might just be you playing the game with Kate.
I know. My gosh.
I'll tune into your Let's Play. see how this ends.
This is such a disaster.
I could just be I could be an audio. I could like be your shotgun LP here without any visuals.
Oh my gosh. All right.
Okay,
Let's
catch you in the game. Let's
catch you in
go.
the game. Let's go. Let's do this.